Very, very good morning to all of you, my friends. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing good. And further, I expect that you guys have solved few questions of study material or past examination questions relating to marginal costing. So let's start with few more points relating to marginal costing. Further, I have uploaded few questions over the portal. I request you guys to please download the same. There are few questions I have uploaded over the portal. I request you guys to please download the notes. So let's start with few more variety of questions. So let's say two period figures are given. Two 2024, 2025, sales is given. Let's say 1 lakh and 2 lakh. Profit is given, let's say 30,000 and 70,000. If two periods figures are given, that is sales and profit, and let's say if we want to calculate PV ratio, then it will be change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. Change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. So how much change in profit? 40,000. How much change in sales? 1 lakh into 100. So my PV ratio will be 40%. Once PV ratio is calculated, we can easily calculate the fixed cost. So my sales is 1 lakh. Since my PV ratio is 40%, so my contribution will be 40,000 and this will be 60,000. My profit is given, that is 30,000. It means balancing figure will be my fixed cost, that is 10,000. Similarly, in 2025, again my sales is 2 lakh. My PV ratio is 40%, it means 80,000. My profit is 70,000, so my fixed cost is 10,000. It is same in both the years. If you guys have any doubts in this part, you guys can please post your queries. Good morning, everyone. Yes, Srinivas, wait, I'll try to, don't worry. Anyone having any doubts in this part? Good morning, Pallavi. So let's take one more question for you. Let's say in the first year there is a loss of 10,000 and in the second year there is a profit of 25,000. Can you guys tell me what will be my PV ratio? A question for you guys. In the first year there is a loss of 10,000 and in the second year there is a profit of 25,000. So can you guys tell me what will be the PV ratio? Every one of you, very good, correct answer. Yes, everyone do post your answers. So everyone correct answer. So see, my change in sales is 1 lakh. And my change in profit will be, see, first year there is a loss of 10,000 and second year there is a profit of 25,000. It means the overall change is of how much? 35,000. Ritika Gupta, please check. It is 35%. Rest everyone correct answer. Very good, guys. I request you guys to please copy this explanation. Good morning, Ankit. So now let's start with one more concept, the new concept. See, we have discussed many concepts in marginal costing. So let's start with one more concept that is more or less related to decision making, that is key factor. Or we can call it as limiting factor. Key factor or limiting factor. So let's start with this concept. Let me discuss this with the help of an example wherein, let's say, I'm manufacturing 3 types of product A, B, and C. I'm manufacturing 3 types of product A, B, and C. Let's say the selling price of these product is 100, 100, and 100. Let's say the variable cost of these 3 products is 60, 70, 80. Therefore, my contribution will be 40, 30, and 20. So there is a company wherein let me check, Hardik. Just let me complete this concept first. So I'm a manufacturer. I manufacture 3 types of product A, B, and C. The selling price, variable cost, and contribution is given. So can you guys tell me which product is most profitable for the company? Which is the most profitable product for the company in this case? Yes, everyone, correct answer. Very good. So till now we can say A is the most profitable product for the company because the contribution is high. Now, these products require a special kind of raw material. Very good, everyone. So these product A, B, and C requires a special kind of raw material. And this raw these raw material is procured from a particular supplier. Now let's say my annual requirement of raw material is 1 lakh kgs. Let's say my annual requirement of raw material is 1 lakh kgs. Now, because of, let's say, lockdown or some pandemic or let's say some accident, whatever it is, my supplier said that I am going to provide you this year only 60,000 kgs. I repeat again, even though my requirement is of 1 lakh kgs, but this year my supplier told me clearly that I'll be able to supply only 60,000 kgs of raw material this year. And this raw material can be procured only from that supplier only. That is, there is only one supplier, and he said that I'll be providing only 60,000 kgs. Even though my requirement is how much? 1 lakh, but my availability is how much? 60,000 kgs of raw material. So to manufacture a product, what we require? Raw material, labor, machine hours, or whatever it is. There are resources. So out of this, there is one resource that is raw material. और अब वो जो raw material है हमारा बहुत limited quantity में available. Even my requirement is of 1 lakh kgs, but my supplier told me that I'll be able to provide you only 60,000 kgs of raw material. So herein एक रिसोर्स ऐसा है जो हमारे पास बहुत लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में अवेलेबल है, वो है हमारा रॉ मटेरियल. एंड दैट रिसोर्स इन दिस केस इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज द की फैक्टर और लिमिटिंग फैक्टर. सो जो रिसोर्स हमारे पास बहुत लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में अवेलेबल होता है, दिस रिसोर्स इज नोन एज द की फैक्टर और लिमिटिंग फैक्टर. सो व्हाट इज की फैक्टर, लिमिटिंग फैक्टर? Very simple, guys. वो resource, either it may be machine hours, labor hours, or raw material, whatever it is, वो resource जो हमारे पास बहुत limited quantity में available है. So that resource is known as limiting factor or key factor. So here in this case, this raw material is what? My key factor or limiting factor. Because herein my requirement is of 1 lakh kgs, but availability is of only 60,000 kgs. So herein my raw material is my key factor or limiting factor. Now what will be my major object? My major object will be to utilize each and every kg of raw material in such a way. In this case, in this question, what will be my object? To utilize each and every kg of raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum benefit or maximum profit. What will be my object in this case? To utilize every kg of raw material in such a way so that I can get maximum contribution, or we can say profit. Since raw material हमारे पास limited available है, so my object will be to utilize this raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum profit. So herein, since raw material is available in limited quantity, so that will be my key factor or limiting factor. Now let's say in this question only some additional information is given. Let me complete, Pallavi. I'm coming to this question. So some additional information is given in the question, that is raw material required per unit. Raw material requirement per unit is also given. Let's say 10 kg for A, 5 kg for B, and 4 kg for C. So raw material requirement is also given for every product, for every unit of A, B, and C, wherein for A it requires 10 kg, for B it requires 5 kg, and for C it requires 4 kg. So now can you guys tell me which one is most profitable for the company? Which product is most profitable for the company since assuming that raw material is my key factor. Herein, my raw material is available in very limited quantity. So my object is to utilize this raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum benefit. So with keeping all these constraints in mind, I just want your answer that which product is most profitable for the company? A, B, or C? So mostly it is B or C. What about A? Everyone waiting for your answers. It's not any calculation, just need your opinion that which product we should manufacture. A, B, or C? Good morning, Raman. So Ankit, it is A. Raman, it is A. I think now changed his opinion. Mr. Zakir Hussain, good morning. So it's a joint opinion. Few are mentioning yes, few are saying A, few are saying B, few are saying C. So see guys, here my raw material is available in very limited quantity because raw material is what my key factor. So my object will be to utilize this raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum benefit. Now see, herein we are utilizing 10 kgs and how much profit we are getting? 40 rupees. So we can say how much profit we are getting from every kg of raw material. From 1 kg of raw material, how much we are getting? See, 40 rupees we are getting from 10 kgs. So from 1 kgs we are getting rupees 4. Contribution per kg of raw material. So from every kg we are getting a profit of 4. Herein from every kg we are getting a profit of 6. And herein from every kg we are getting a profit of rupees 5. So herein what we can see is that with this raw material, it is advisable to manufacture product B only because the profit per kg is on the higher side. So herein the first priority should be given to B, second priority should be given to C, and third priority should be given to A. Because as I said, my raw material is my key factor. So my object will be to utilize this raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum profit. And when talking about this situation here, the highest profit what I'm getting from per kg of raw material is what in case of B. So first priority will be given to B, second priority will be given to C, third priority will be given to A. If any one of you have any doubts or queries, then you guys can please post till now. So Gurminder, Bhumika, Sabha, Hardik, Kambeshwari, Mallu, Neeru, any doubts? Anyone? Yes, Ankit. Now, let's say there is an unlimited demand of all the products. If there is an unlimited demand, let's take first situation. If unlimited demand for all the products. If there is unlimited demand for all the products, then what? Then we will manufacture only product B. How many units we will be able to manufacture of product B? Can you guys tell me? I repeat again, guys. Since herein raw material is my key factor, so my object will be to utilize raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum profit. So herein, after utilizing 10 kgs, how much I am getting? 40. So per kg I am getting 4. Herein per kg, see 30 I am getting after utilizing 5 kgs. So per kg I am getting 6. And herein per kg I am getting 5. So highest profit per kg is we are getting in case of B. So first priority will be given to B, second to C, and third is to be given to A. Now, if unlimited demand for all the products, then we will manufacture only product B. So can you guys tell me how many units of product B will be manufactured? See, my raw material is how much? 60,000 kgs. And per kg is per unit requires how much? 5 kgs. So 12,000 units we will manufacture for product B. That's it. Will manufacture 12,000 units. So very good, everyone. Nitin, please recheck your answer. And Hardik, please recheck your answer. Yes, Raman, it is correct. Very good. So if there is unlimited demand for all the products, then we'll manufacture only product B. Now let's say maximum demand is given. Let's say maximum demand is given in the question. Let's say maximum demand is given, that is एक प्रोडक्ट के हम लोग 5,000 यूनिट से ज्यादा मार्केट में सेल नहीं कर सकते. We can't manufacture and sell more than 5,000 units of a particular product. So herein, the maximum demand of a product is 5,000 units. So see herein, my raw material we have is 60,000 kgs. My raw material we have is 60,000 kgs. Since the maximum demand of a particular product is 5,000 units only, so as I said, first priority will be given to B. So we will manufacture B first, all the 5,000 units, and every unit require 5 kgs, so into 5. So out of 60,000, 25,000 kgs is gone for B. Still we are left out with 35,000 kgs. I repeat again, since the maximum demand is given for all the products, so first we will fulfill the demand of product B because we are getting the highest contribution in B. So here 25,000 kgs will be utilized for B. Now we will move towards A, wherein C, 5,000 units if we manufacture, the raw material utilized will be 5,000 into 4, 20,000 kgs. So we can easily manufacture all the units of product A also. Let's say 5,000 into 4. So now we are left out with 15,000 kgs and that will be utilized. Sorry. We are left out with 15,000 kgs now and that will be utilized for manufacturing A. So see, A, every unit requires 10 kgs and we have 15,000 kgs. So max to max 1500 units will be manufactured for product A. So 15,000 kgs is utilized. So in short, if we want to calculate the contribution, A, we manufactured 1500 units, B, we manufactured 5,000, C, we manufactured 5,000. So 1500 into 40, 5,000 into 30, and this is 20. So with the available constraint, this contribution is the highest one. Anyone having any doubts or queries, you guys can please post. Yes, Hardik, Niru, Dilip, Dev, Kasak, Sanya, Srinivas, Sabah, Shakil. Anyone having any doubts, guys? Waiting for your queries. Very good, Sarthak. Waiting for your queries, guys. Okay, let's take one more part wherein let's say minimum demand is also given. Maximum demand is given and minimum demand is also given. Let's say 2,000 units each. In short, the company has to manufacture 2,000 units to sustain in market. Let me complete, Kasak. So let's say, let's keep it as the third question, where minimum demand and maximum demand are given. So wherein let's say minimum demand and maximum demand both are given. So can you guys tell me how many units of product A, B and C will be manufactured? Giving you 3 to 4 minutes time. Just try to solve it. If minimum demand and maximum demand are given, how many units of product A, B and C will be manufactured? Giving you 3 to 4 minutes time to figure out. Waiting for your answers. If minimum and maximum demand are given, how many units of product A, B and C will be manufactured? Giving you 3 to 4 minutes time. Very good, Dilip. Very good, Hardik, Sai, Kiran Kumar, and Sanya. All your answers are correct, guys. Raman, please recheck your answers. I have received answers from 4 students only. So Kasak, okay, I've got it from 1 second. Pallavi Jha, correct answer. Kasak, correct. Dilip, correct. Hardik, correct. Sai Kiran, correct. Sanya, correct. Neeru, please recheck your answer. Sabah Shakil, please recheck your answer. Tambeshwari, let me check. So see guys, when both minimum and maximum demand are given in question, when both minimum and maximum demand are given in the question, so what we will do is, see my raw material we have is 60,000 kgs. So what we will do, we will first fulfill the minimum demand of A, B and C. So A, it will be 2000 into 10 plus B, it will be 2000 into 5 plus C, it will be 2000 into 4. So 2000 into 10, 20,000 plus 10, 30,000 plus 8, 38,000. So 38,000 is utilized for minimum demand. So rest we are left out with is 22,000 kgs. So after fulfilling the minimum demand of A, B and C, we are left out with 22,000 kgs. So now with these 22,000 kgs, we will fulfill first the balance demand of B because the first priority is given to B. So we'll manufacture B first now. So see, out of 5,000, 2,000 is already done. So 3,000 maximum we can manufacture. So 3,000 into 5, 15,000 we need, and we have 22,000 kgs. I repeat again, see, the maximum demand is 5,000, minimum demand 2,000 is already fulfilled. So at the most, we can manufacture 3,000 units. And for these 3,000 units, how much raw material is required? 15,000 kgs. Because for 1 unit it is 5 kgs. So for 3,000 units, we need 15,000 kgs. And do we have 15,000 kgs? Yes, we do have. So we will manufacture balance 3,000 units of B. So still we have 7,000. Now see, herein also we can manufacture 3,000, but 3,000 into 4, 12,000 we need. We don't have 12,000, we have only 7,000 kgs. So 7,000 kgs we have, and every unit requires 4 kgs. So 7,000 divided by 4. So at the most, let's continue with here. We have 7,000 kgs. So we will manufacture C, and at the most we can manufacture 1750 only. So 1750 into 4. So this will be 7,000 and this will be 0. So in short, if we want to calculate contribution, A we manufacture 2000, B we manufacture 5000, and C 2000 plus 1750, that is 3750 into 40, 30 and 20. Srinivas, please recheck. See, this is the third case when minimum demand and maximum demand both are given. So we have to fulfill first the minimum demand. So 2000 units we have to manufacture, whatever the case is. So if we manufacture 2000 units of every product, 38,000 is gone to fulfill the minimum demand. So we are left out with 22,000 kgs. So these 22,000 kgs will be first utilized for B because first priority is given to B. If any raw material that is left out after manufacturing the maximum capacity of B, we will manufacture C. So for C, even though our requirement is of 12,000 kgs, but we can manufacture, we have only 7,000 kgs in hand. So only 1750 balance units will be manufactured for product C. So in aggregate for C, 2000 plus 1750, total 3750 units will be manufactured for product C. So asking everyone personally, if you guys have any doubts in this part, you guys can please post. First situation was when unlimited demand for all the products. So then it was advisable to manufacture product B only. Second situation, if maximum demand is only given, then this is the way the raw material will be utilized. And third case, when both maximum and minimum demand are given, then this will be the raw material distribution. Anyone having any doubts, guys? Waiting for your queries. Tambeshwari, see, 2000 we have already fulfilled for B, sorry, for C. And now 1750 also extra units we are manufacturing for C. So this is how I got 3750. और सबा शकील कौन सी कॉस्ट की बात कर रहे हैं? Which cost you are talking about? Sabha? Anuradha, you want me to explain first point, second point, or third point? Admin sir, are you there? Manish sir, are you there? Please unmute Tambeshwari. Yes, Tambeshwari,
Yes,
tell me. Good morning. Tell me.
Sir, I don't understand that this contribution, sir. There is A in take it 2000, B take it 5000. How, sir?
क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है तंबेश्वरी? What exactly you are finding difficult?
सर कंट्रीब्यूशन के अंदर सर डिफिकल्ट आ रहा है.
ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है यहाँ पे?
नहीं सर, वो मल्टीप्लाई के अंदर 2005 नहीं, ये यही सर. यस सर.
This one ना?
यस सर.
Okay, I hope you understand that how come I got 2000, 5000 and 3750. आपको समझ में आया ये 2000, 5000 और 3750 कैसे आया?
सर ए और सी का तो आ गया, लेकिन बी का नहीं आया सर समझ में.
ओके, बी का मिनिमम डिमांड हमने इधर फुलफिल किया, राइट?
यस सर.
नहीं, आपको शायद सी का नहीं आया होगा समझ में.
नहीं सर, सी का तो आ गया सर. सी का 2000 हमने लिया था मिनिमम के अंदर, फिर हमने 170 50 लिया था, तो उसका टोटल होके 300 750.
ओके, देखिए ए का हमने मिनिमम डिमांड फुलफिल किया 2000, राइट?
Yes, sir.
बी का भी फुलफिल किया 2000, राइट?
Yes,
और
sir.
सी का भी फुलफिल किया 2000, ओके?
Yes, sir.
सो ए का 2000, बी का 2000 और सी का 2000. सी, ए, बी एंड सी, 2000 is fulfilled, 2000 is fulfilled, 2000 is fulfilled, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, abhi after meeting the minimum demand, how much I am left out with? 22,000, right?
Yes, sir.
So thereafter we manufacture full 3000 units of product B.
Yes, sir.
So B का कितना हो गया? 3000.
3,000.
Now,
Yes, sir.
still after manufacturing B, we have 7000 kgs. So we manufacture what? C.
C.
How much? 1750.
Sir. 5, sir.
But A में और कुछ बचा क्या? No,
नहीं,
because
sir.
last priority is given to A, so 0. So 2000, 5000 and 3750
Okay, sir. Yes,
into
sir.
the contribution per unit 40, 30 and
20.
I hope it is clear now, Tambeshwari.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear. Thank you, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Admin sir, please unmute Sabah Shakil. Done. Sabah Shakil. Yeah, Sabah, tell me what's your problem. I mean, where exactly you're finding difficult?
Sir, same problem. Same
Now it
question.
is resolved.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anuradha, I mean, what exactly you're finding difficult? Can you please tell me in detail? So I'm repeating this explanation, the entire explanation. Still few students are finding conceptual doubts. So see, we have started with key factor or limiting factor. So वो resource जो हमारे पास limited quantity में available है, we call it as the key factor or limiting factor. So here, let's say I'm manufacturing three types of product A, B and C. So the contribution we have calculated. Now let's say my raw material is available in limited quantity, that is 60,000 kgs. My object will be to utilize this raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum benefit. So let's say raw material requirement is given. So our decision will be entirely based on contribution per kg of raw material. Very important, guys, do make a note of it that whatever the key factor is, be it raw material, be it labor hour, be it machine hour, very important. The decision will be based on this part. So herein, my raw material is my key factor. Herein, my raw material is my key factor. So we have decided it on the basis of contribution per kg of raw material. Let's say my labor hours are my key factor. My decision will be based on contribution per labor hour. If my machine hour is my key factor, my decision will be based on contribution per machine hour. So accordingly, I have given ranks. Now the maximum demand is given, the minimum demand is given. We have taken different questions. So if you guys have any doubts or queries, you guys can please post further. Very important, guys. Let me come to this point also, Hardik. Very important, guys. Do copy each and every point what I have explained over the board and do write your comments. It's a very important concept. Examiner do ask questions on key factor. So do copy each and every point what I have written over board. Plus do write some comments in your notebook. That is what you have understood from these concepts. Okay. So Edwin sir, can you please unmute Srinivas? It is in the name of Srini. Manish sir. Srini. It's in the his name is Srinivas. Done? Sreni. Yeah, tell me, Srinivas.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning, dear. Tell me.
Sir, for A, it's only 1,500, right, sir? Then how we can
What?
A is having only 1,500, right?
Where it is 1,500? Can you please tell me? See, this is a separate question. This is a separate question. This is a separate question. First question is if unlimited demand for all the product. Second question is only if maximum demand is given. See, as per maximum demand, we can manufacture 1,500 units only. But third question is, let's say if this is the question wherein maximum and minimum both are given, then the question will be solved accordingly. Now tell me. These are three different questions and situation.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
Anyone else with any doubts or queries, guys? So do copy everything, giving you 3 to 4 minutes time to copy everything. Do write your comments, each and every relating to each and every point. Giving you 3 to 4 minutes time to copy everything. Then we can manufacture any product, Shiv Kumar. We have the choice, we can manufacture any product. See, once the minimum demand is fulfilled, Apurva, once minimum demand is fulfilled, whatever the raw material that is left out, we will see that which one is most profitable one. So since we have given first rank to B, so we will manufacture B first, then C first, and then A. So first B, followed by C, and then A. Again, apart from writing, do write your comments that this is what I have understood. I mean, this is what I have understood from this concept or whatever it is. So do write your comments and understanding in your notebook. आज आपको समझ में आ रहा है. Who knows? You might forget. So better it is whatever you understood, you just write it down in your notebook. I need to check out. We have to make combination, Pallavi. If I find such type of question, I'll just post it and we'll discuss it in the coming session. Hardik, if I find such type of questions, I'll discuss it in the coming session. Can you please elaborate what you want to ask, Nitin? Done with writing, guys? We'll surely try to, Srinivas, don't worry. See, if it is the case, then Hardik, we are indifferent. We can manufacture either of the products, Hardik. It's up to us. We can manufacture either A or C or A or B, whatever it is. If the ranking of two products are same. Anything else? One second. So let's say if raw material is my key factor, my decision will be based on contribution per kg of raw material. If my labor hours are my key factor, then my decision factor will be contribution per labor hour. If machine hours are my key factor, my decision will be based on contribution per machine hour. Let's say if it is given in the question sales value, Very important, guys. Let's say in question it is given sales value is my key factor. Let's say in question sales value is my key factor. Can you guys tell me what will be the decisive factor? First priority, second priority, किस basis पे decide करेंगे? So I've got answer from waiting for your answers. What will be the basis of decision? Decision किस basis पे लेंगे if sales value is my key factor? Waiting for your answers, everyone. So someone has said selling price per unit, contribution per unit. See, Kasak, you have posted both the answers, so I just want one answer. Per kg sales, contribution minimum of 3. So Hardik, contribution per unit, cost will be the decisive factor. Anyone else? See, guys, if sales value, let's say it is given in the question that maximum sales we should make is only 90 lakh. Usse zyada sales nahi kar sakte. So what will be the decisive factor? So I've got answer from Kasak, and I think Kasak, your answer is correct. Rest all waiting for your answers. Just think wisely. Our major motto is what? To earn profit. So what will be the basis of decision? Assuming unlimited demand of all the products, but very important, the maximum, it is given that max to max, the sales value should not cross 80 lakh. Because of whatever the factor it is given in the question that the sales should not cross 80 lakh. So you are talking about contribution, right, Hardik? Pallavi, there is no concept of profit. It will be either contribution per unit or whatever it is. Okay, so Hardik, your answer is incorrect. Mallu, your answer is incorrect. Tambeshwari, your answer is incorrect. Pallavi Jha, your answer is incorrect. Pranav, your answer is incorrect. Nayan Patil, your answer is incorrect. Good morning, Nayan. You are posting some query for the first time. Sai Kiran, incorrect answer. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect answer. Tambeshwari, incorrect answer. Sanya, your answer is also incorrect. I'm surprised. Dev Kumar, incorrect answer. Srinivas, incorrect answer. Sabah Shakil, incorrect answer. Shiva Kumar, incorrect answer. Dev Kumar, incorrect answer. Vaishnavi, incorrect answer. Just think wisely. If it is your company, you are manufacturing 3 types of product A, B, and C. In question, it is given. Suppose there is a restriction that you don't want to cross your turnover more than 1 crore. But yes, you should make sure that you should earn the maximum profit. So can you guys advise me which product should we manufacture? What will be the basis of decision? Nitin Prajapati, you are saying contribution per unit. So it is incorrect. Saundarya, it is incorrect. Now Srinivas, it is correct. Very good. Dilip, it is incorrect. You should consider the cost also. Hardik Marwa, it is incorrect. Again, you can manufacture any product. But the important point is that sales value is the key factor. Very important. It's not the sales quantity. It is the sales value that is the key factor. If sales value is the key factor, the decisive factor will be PV ratio. Let's say we are manufacturing 3 types of product A, B, and C. A PV ratio is 30%, 20%, and 40%. And let's say my sales value is the key. My sales value is the key. My turnover should not cross 1 crore. So which product we should manufacture? Straight away C only, because from 1 crore we'll be getting a profit of 40 lakh. So if sales value is the key factor, very important guys, the decision making factor will be what? PV ratio. My decision will be based on PV ratio. So if sales value is the key factor, we will manufacture that product whose PV ratio is on the highest side. No, Sai Kiran Kumar, this is the answer. I hope it is clear to all. Okay, one more point. Sales units is the key factor. Next question, if my sales units that we can't manufacture and sell more than 50,000 units. So what will be the basis of decision? Waiting for your answers now. So Tambeshwari, it is correct. Raman and Shiva Anna, I hope this part is clear to you. So Kasak Yadav, correct. Dilip, correct. Dev Kumar, incorrect. Hardik, think simple. That is the key. So Pallavi, correct. Sania, correct. Very good. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect. Hardik, incorrect answer. Nayan Patil, correct. So yes, if sales units are the limiting factor, then contribution per unit. So very important, if sales value, then PV ratio. If sales units, then contribution per unit. If you guys have any doubts or queries, you guys can please post. Further, I request you guys to copy this explanation. Raman, please recheck. Sorry. So we are done with key factor and limiting factor. If you guys have any doubts, okay. Dev Kumar, just try to solve one question. You will understand that what is the difference between PV ratio and contribution per unit from case to case. You will get different answer. So try to solve this, frame a question, try to solve it practically. You will understand what's the difference, what I'm saying. Anyone else with any doubts or queries, guys? I hope, Dev, your query is resolved. Try to solve, frame one question and solve it. You will understand the difference. Anyone else? Give me some time, Hardik. So let's take a break of 15 minutes. I'll be back after 15 minutes with few more questions. In the meanwhile, I request you guys to download the material what I have posted over the portal. So do download the material. Let's take a break of 15 minutes. Let's discuss other points after 15 minutes. Edwin sir. Welcome back, my friends. So let's start with few more practical questions, one or two concepts more that is related to shutdown points and all. I'll be discussing, but before that, let's discuss few more questions, bit tricky questions. I request you guys to please download the material what I have provided over the portal. Dev Kumar, can you please explain can you please post your query in detail? You have mentioned that, sir, after calculating key factor, if all the products are same in key factor, then how we will rank them? So if, let's say, if machine hours are limited and we are getting contribution per machine hour same for all the three products, then it's up to us, we can manufacture any product. So see, guys, from the notes, we are done with question number 1 and 2. So let's start with question number 5. Let's start first with question number 5. I request you guys to please download the material what I have provided over the portal. Let's discuss question number 5. So the details of the output. So the details of output presently available from a manufacturing department of Kunal Synthetics Limited are as follows, wherein average output per week is 48,000 units from 160 employees. Saleable value of output is 6 lakh rupees. Contribution made by output towards fixed cost and expenses, fixed cost and profit is 2,40,000. So herein they have given the contribution, they have given the sales value. The board of director planned to introduce, one second. So the board of director planned to introduce more automation in the department at a capital cost of 1,60,000. The effect of this will be to reduce the number of employees to 120, but to increase the output per individual by 60%. To provide necessary incentive to achieve the increased output, the board intend to offer a 1% increase in piece rate of 1 rupees per article for every 2% increase in average individual output achieved. So herein they are saying that we have to reduce the number of employees from 160 to 120. Further, we have to increase the productivity of every worker by 60%. And to increase the productivity, they will be rewarding their workers also. That is, for every 2% increase in output, they will be giving an incentive of 1%. So for 60% increase in output, they will be giving an incentive of 30%. In piece rate, that is, the piece rate is given, that is 1 rupee per article. To sell the increased output, it will be necessary to decrease the selling price by 4%. You are required to calculate the extra weekly contribution resulting from the proposed change and evaluate for the board information the worth of this project. So they are making few changes in this year. First of all, they have to reduce the selling price by 4%. Second thing, they are reducing their employees from 160 to 120. Further, they have given that they will be bringing in automation to the department, wherein the employees will be able to achieve output 60% more than the present capacity. Further, since their productivity has increased by 60%, they have to be rewarded. That is 1% incentive for 2% increase, and it will be given on the piece rate per article, and the piece rate is given, that is 1 rupee. So you are required to advise the management that whether this change should be implemented or not. So you are required to calculate the extra weekly contribution because of this change. Currently, my contribution is 2,40,000. So how much extra contribution I'll be getting from this change? Again, when talking about change, the first change is the number of employees. Second change, the output per individual has increased by 60%. So we need to give them incentive. That is 1% incentive for every 2% increase on piece rate. The piece rate is 1 rupee per article. And the third thing is that is the selling price is reduced. So can you guys tell me how much is the extra weekly contribution? Again, I will be discussing this question, but I want you guys to use your brain and try to solve this question, assuming it's a new question. Nothing related to key factor or limiting factor. Take it as an independent question and try to solve it. So waiting for your answers, guys. I'm discussing question number 5 from my material. I request you guys to post your answer. That is how much extra contribution I'll be getting. You guys have to post, let's say, units. Let's break up the solution. What will be the proposed units and what will be the proposed contribution? So these are the two questions for you for question number 5 from my material. I request you guys to post your answer. I have already given enough of hints. So do post your answers. Sabah Shakil, it's question number 5 from my material. So let's see who answers first. First thing is the number of units for the proposed change. I'm talking about the total units, Gurminder. See, currently we are manufacturing and selling how many units? It's given in the question only. Currently we are manufacturing 48,000 units. So what will be the proposed units? So Srinivas incorrect, Apurva incorrect, Pallavi Jha incorrect, and Hardik. So Hardik, it is correct. Very good, Hardik. Dilip, it is correct. Pranav, it is incorrect. So those who are getting correct answer, I think Hardik and Dilip posted correct answer. So Hardik and Dilip, you can proceed with the calculation of contribution. Rest all keep trying. Dev Kumar, it is correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. So Hardik, Dilip and Dev Kumar. Rest all incorrect answers. Mallu Jadar, incorrect answer. Pranav, just tell me the total number of units. So Pallavi Jar, now it is correct. Very good, Pallavi. Pranav, please post the total number of units. Tambeshwari, incorrect, my dear. So Kasak Yadav, very good, correct now. Anjali Kashyap, correct. Now I'm getting correct answers. Sanya, very good, correct answer. Pranav, please post the total number of units. So now it is correct, Pranav. Gurvinder Kaur, now it is correct. Very good. Now I'm getting correct answers. Rest all whose answers are incorrect, you guys can keep on trying. So Hardik posted correct answer. Dilip posted correct answer. Then Dev Kumar posted correct answer. Pallavi Jha correct answer. Kasak Yadav, Anjali Kashyap, Sanya, Gurminder, Pranav, all of you correct answers. Sanya, very good. As expected, I think it is correct, but still I need to check. Very good, Sanya. So Sanya has posted the final answer. Vaishnavi, correct answer. Apurva, now it is correct. Very good, Apurva. So those who are getting the number of units, you can start with the next part, that is calculation of contribution. Raman, it is incorrect. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect answer. Okay, so Mallu, now it is correct. Sabah Shakil, you can please take the screenshot. This is the first page. Please take the screenshot. And this is the second page. Rest everyone waiting for your answers. So Bhaskar Das, Sai Kiran, Srinivas, now it is correct. Very good. Madhukar, Mallu, Manvi, Pratimalini, Prakriti, Tambeshwari, now again it is incorrect. Shiva Kumar, Sarthak, Vaishnavi, it is incorrect, Bhaskar. The units are 57,600. Those who are getting this answer, you can proceed for the calculation of contribution. Rest all keep trying. Dilip, it is incorrect. Giving you last 3 to 4 minutes to solve this question. Thereafter, I'll start discussing this question. Hardik, it is incorrect. Rupashri, very good. It is correct now. So let's start with this question, question number 5. So herein, the output per individual has increased by 60%. So output per employee currently is how much? See, total 48,000 units for 160 employees. So 48,000 divided by 160, that is 300. Increase is how much? 60%. So that is 180. So proposed output per employee 480 into number of employees. Now the employees has been reduced to 120. So number of units will be how much? 57,600. Now see, the sales value is 6 lakh, but it is given that we need to reduce the sales price by 4%. So let's calculate the selling price. So my sales value is currently how much? 6 lakh. My units are currently how much? 48,000 units. So what is my current selling price? 12.5. So my revised selling price will be how much? It is given in the question that we need to reduce the selling price by 4%. So 12.5 into 96%. So this will be 12 rupees. So now my sales value will be how much? 57,600 into 12. That is 6,91,200. Now, when talking about variable cost, see no change in variable cost apart from incentive. So see my variable cost is 3,60,000. excluding incentive. So currently my variable cost is 6 lakh minus 240, that is 3,60,000. This is for how many units? These were for 48,000 units. So for 57,600, how much will be my variable cost? 4,32,000. Now incentive. Now very important guys, it is given that for every 2% increase in average individual output, there will be an incentive of 1%. So average individual output has increased by 60%. Since average individual output has increased by 60%, therefore incentive will be 30% of piece rate. Therefore, my piece rate is 1. See, this piece rate is already included in this variable cost. This piece rate, that is 1 rupee per article, is already included in variable cost. Because see, 3,60,000 is also, in 3,60,000 also, very important, the piece rate is included. Therefore, in 4,32,000 also, the piece rate is included. But very important, the incentive we need to consider separately. So, my incentive will be how much? 1 into 30%, that is 30 paisa per piece. So my incentive will be how much? 30 paisa into 57,600. So this will be so this is the extra weekly contribution what we will be getting. If you guys have any doubts, you guys can please post. Further, the capital cost of 1,60,000, it's an investment, not an expenditure. It's an investment, and any sort of investment will not be treated as cost. Okay, let's say some depreciation is given or some interest cost is given, we would have considered that on investment. But since the question is silent about the depreciation and the interest cost, that's why we have ignored 1,60,000 completely. Reason being why it is not an expenditure or cost, it's an investment. Capital cost. Capital costs are never considered in a part of cost sheet. If you guys have any doubts in this part, you guys can please post. I'm done with the explanation. Kasak Yadav, see, it is given that the output per individual has increased by 60%. Output per individual has increased by 60%. So we have to give them some sort of incentive, that is 1% for every 2% increase. Therefore, the incentive will be 30% on the piece rate, that is 30 paisa per piece will be the incentive. Now this piece rate of 1 rupee is already included in this variable cost. The incentive, we are going to give it under the proposed plan. So that incentive is not included in the variable cost. That's why I have deducted this part separately. Output per employee 300, how I have calculated. See, there are 48,000 units and there are, I think, 160 employees. So this is how I get output per employee 300 units. Which part you want me to repeat, Sabha? When talking about this part, since average individual output has increased by 60%, therefore the incentive will be 30% of the piece rate. So piece rate is rupees 1 per piece into 30%, that is 30 paisa. So 30 paisa into 57,600. Very important, guys. This piece rate of 1 rupee is already included in variable cost. Kasak, Tambeshwari and Sabha Shakil, hopefully your query is resolved. Yes, we can say yes, Hardik. That is also correct. See, Tambeshwari and Kasak, it is given that for every 2% increase, 1% will be the incentive. हर 2% increase पे 1% incentive होगा. So average individual output कितना बढ़ गया? 60%. So for every 2%, 1%. So for 60%, 30% will be the incentive. Yes, 1920 is the difference of new contribution and old contribution. I hope it is clear, Tambeshwari and Kasak. Tambeshwari, anything else? Again, guys, develop your concept, develop a kind of practice wherein you are able to solve new question. Always make a note of it. Examiner आपने जो पढ़ा है उसमें से नहीं पूछेगा. Definitely, if the paper is on the tougher side, then he is going to ask you new questions. So start solving new questions. That's why I'm making you solve these questions in the session, because see, there are no new concepts. It's just bit on the trickier side. That's it. Rest concepts are same. Everything is same. The point is how you approach the question. That is important. So this is the reason why I'm just making you guys solve these questions in the live session. Since 4 sessions are allocated, I just want to make the best out of it. See, the current contribution is 2,40,000 that is given in the question. 2,40,000. 2,40,000 current contribution is given in the question, and my new contribution is 241,920. So how much extra? 1920. Sabah Shakil, see, the sales value is 6 lakh. The units are 48,000. So the per unit price is 12.5. If you reduce 4% from 12.5, you will get 12 as the selling price. Tambeshwari, again, see, the piece rate is rupees 1 per article. Our incentive kitna hai? 30%. It means 30 paisa per piece will be my incentive. So 30 paisa into 57,600. This is how I got 17,280. Anyone else? Very good, Balachandran. Very good, Raman. Okay, Prajwal, see, my current contribution that is given is 2,40,000. So my new contribution is 241. This is given in question. And the question is asking for extra weekly contribution. So My current contribution is 240. Under the proposed plan, my new contribution will be 241,920. So 1920, that is my extra contribution. Anyone else with any doubts or queries, guys? Yes, Pallavi. See, 1 rupee per piece per, see, 1 rupee piece rate is already included in this variable cost. So 30 paisa is only not considered, that I have considered this part separately. Anyone else? So let's discuss one more question. Question number 7 from my material. Question number 7 from my material. At budget activity of 80% of the total capacity, a company earns a PV ratio of 30%. So there is a budgeted capacity of 80%, wherein the company earns PV ratio of 30% and its profit is 15% of total sales. Due to COVID pandemic resulting in poor demand, the company has to reduce its selling price by 10%. So actually what happened, the company has to reduce its selling price by 10%. The company was able to achieve a production and sales volume equivalent to 50% of the total capacity. So when talking about budget, what we thought that we will work at 80% capacity, my PV ratio will be 30%, my profit will be 15% of sales. But when talking about the actual, the first thing what we have to do is that the actual selling price is reduced by 10%, first thing, because of poor demand. Further, instead of 80%, what we targeted, my current actual capacity is only 50%. Further, the sales value at this level was rupees 27 lakh at a reduced price of 18 per unit. So when talking about actual sales, it is 27 lakh and the actual selling price is rupees 18 per unit. Due to reduction in production, the actual variable cost went up by 5% of the budget. So हुआ क्या कि क्योंकि प्रोडक्शन कम हुआ तो मेरा वेरिएबल कॉस्ट जो है 5% अप हो गया पर यूनिट. You are required to prepare a statement of profitability at budget and actual capacity. So let's start with first question. Again, you guys have to post the answer in such a way that budgeted sales, actual sales, budgeted variable cost, actual variable cost, budgeted contribution, actual contribution, budgeted fixed cost, and actual fixed cost. So this is the way you guys have to post the answer. So waiting for your answers now. So if you are posting sales, you have to prepare, you have to calculate budgeted sales, actual sales, budgeted variable cost, actual variable cost, then contribution, fixed cost, and profit. So you guys have to post all these answers separately. So waiting for your answers on question number 7 now. Again, it's just simple mathematics, nothing more than that. In fact, this question is much more easier as compared to the previous one. So do post your answers. Don't post simply sales. Do post either budgeted sales or actual sales. These are the answers you guys need to post. So I've got answer from Pallavi Jha. You guys can also post the number of units also. Actual sales, anyways, it is given. Only post budgeted sales and actual sales right now. Let's see. So I've got answer from Pranav, Dilip, Pallavi, Hardik. Very good, Hardik. I think you have posted all the answers. So let me check. Hardik, I think, has solved the complete question. It's just a simple mathematics of all what you have learned. Ambeshwari, please check the number of zeros. So very good, Sanya. Very good, Balachandran. Yes, Tambeshwari, please recheck your answer. Very good, Sanya. Let me check. Now it is correct. Very good, Hardik. Let me check. Give me some time. Last 2 minutes to post the answers. Sabah Shakil, please recheck. It is 2,40,000 units. Very good, Kasak. So see, guys, my actual sales is given 27 lakh. My actual selling price is given 18. So actual units will be 1,50,000. This is at my budgeted 50% capacity. So my budgeted units will be, see, 1,50,000 units are at 50% capacity. So for 80% capacity, it will be 2,40,000. Now actual selling price is 18 and it is reduced by 10%. So this 18 is my reduced price. So what will be my budgeted selling price? See, 18 is reduced price. It means the price is reduced by 10%. So 18 will be equal to 90%. So how much will be 120? So this will be my budgeted selling price. So 2,40,000 into 20, that is 48 lakh will be my budgeted sales. 48 lakh will be my budgeted sales. And budgeted PV ratio is given, that is 30%. So 48 lakh into 30%, that is 14,40,000 will be my contribution. And profit will be 15%. So this will be my profit, that is 7,20,000. So now we can easily calculate the variable cost and fixed cost. So my fixed cost will be 7,20,000. And this will be 33,60,000. So my budgeted statement is ready, wherein my sales is 48 lakh, my variable cost is 33,60,000, my contribution is 14,40,000. How come 14,40,000? Sales, it is 30%. When talking about profit, it is given it is 15%. So 48 lakh into 15%, 48 lakh into 30%. Now, when talking about my actual variable cost, see, 33,60,000 is my variable cost. for 2,40,000 units. So for 1,50,000 units, how much will be my variable cost? Further, it is given that the variable cost has gone up by 5%. So we can say into 105%. So 33,60,000 is for 2,40,000 units. So per unit variable cost is 14. We can directly add 5% in this 14 into 1,50,000. So this will be 22,05,000. There is no change in fixed cost, so fixed cost will be 7,20,000. So my actual loss will be 2,25,000. Now let's see who posted the correct answers. So Hardik posted all the answers and his answers were correct. So Hardik was the first one to post all the correct answer. Very good, Hardik. Second one followed by Sanya. So Sanya posted all the correct answer. Very good, Sanya. Kasak Yadav posted correct answer. Rest everyone, please check the solution. If you guys have any doubts or queries in this part, you guys can please post your queries. So this is the master chart wherein budget and actual. Rest all, most of the students were not being able to answer. Again, guys, it's just a simple mathematics. Very good, Balachandran. Your answers are correct. Raman, yes, your answer is correct. See, I have mentioned that 27 lakh is my sales price. Sorry, sales actual selling price is 18. So actual units are 1,50,000. So actual units are 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 units at 50% capacity. So at 80% capacity, it will be 2,40,000. So now, when talking about PV ratio, the question is asking us to calculate the PV ratio for the actual data. So my contribution is 4,95,000 divided by 27 lakh. So my PV ratio will be 18.33. My break-even sales will be 7,20,000. That is my fixed cost divided by my PV ratio, that is 8.33%. And break-even sales in units My contribution, actual contribution per unit will be how much? See, actual contribution is 4,95,000. So 4,95,000 divided by my number of unit 1,50,000. I'll get the contribution per unit. That is 3.3. So my fixed cost 7,20,000 divided by my contribution per unit 3.3. Very good, everyone. Kasak, very good. Your answers are correct. Anjali Kashyap, you are not posting any answers. Sleeping or what? I have not received any answers from you today. Very good, Sabha. Now it is correct. I request you guys to please copy the solution. Yes, Srinivas, it is correct. See, I have calculated break-even sales also. See, for 48 lakh into 15%, 7,20,000. This is my profit. Contribution minus profit will be my fixed cost. So 14,40,000 contribution minus 7,20,000 my profit. So this is how I got 7,20,000 as my fixed cost. %18.33%. It's the PV ratio. That is contribution 4,95,000 divided by my sales 27 lakh into 100. This is how I got 18.33%. Contribution minus sales into 100. I hope Apurva and Tambeshwari, your query is resolved. Apurva and Tambeshwari. Very good, Sarthak. Your answer is correct. Apurva, hopefully your query is resolved. It is given in the question, Apurva, that contribution is 30% of sales. It is given in the question. Profit is 15% of sales. It is given in the question. I'm not assuming these figures. So anyone else with any doubts or queries, guys? No worries. Yes, Anjali, Anuradha, Apurva, Sai Kiran, Bhaskar, Bhumika, Dilip, Dinesh Kumar. Anyone having any doubts? Neeru, Mallu, Gurminder, Hardik. Nitin, Sarthak, Sanya, Tambeshwari, Saundarya, Raman, any doubts? Bala Chandran, Prajwal, Ankit Mishra, Mr. Zakir Hussain, anyone having any doubts or queries in today's session? I've discussed few practical questions and one concept of key factor. Srinivas, I'll be discussing in the coming session. Don't worry, illustration number 3. I'll be discussing this part in detail. I'll just go through question number 12. Opportunity cost is the cost of foregone opportunity. और we can say अगर हम लोग कोई opportunity छोड़ते हैं उसकी वजह से जो हमें loss होता है, that is what we call as opportunity loss. Okay, Apurva, please copy. So explaining the solution, once again, we started with actual units calculation. So 1,50,000 were my actual units. So we were able to calculate our budgeted units, that is 2,40,000. Thereafter, my actual selling price is given. So with the help of selling price actual, we calculated budgeted selling price. So this is how, once we have budgeted units and budgeted selling price, we calculated sales, variable cost, contribution, fixed cost, and profit. And once these figures are calculated after necessary changes, we calculated variable cost. And accordingly, I got these two figures of profit. Hardik, sometimes, not that frequent. If the time permits, I'll cover this part also. Okay, so guys, a homework for you. A homework for you, 1 second. Question number 6. I want you guys to solve question number 6 and be ready with the answer in the coming session. Read the question with patience. Again, don't try to figure out that this question is from material or past examination or MTPs or RTPs. Guys, you will not find this question. It's a new question, fresh question for you guys. Question number 6. Do solve and post your answers for the coming session. The coming session is on 2nd of January. I want every one of you to be ready with the answer on question number 6. It's a good question. It's an important question. So do try to solve this question. Again, there are no new concepts. It's a very simple question, a simple mathematics of the concepts what I have already discussed. So try to solve question number 6. Be ready with the answers. I'll be discussing this question first in the coming session. Then we'll discuss 2-3 more concepts. I have to discuss illustration number 3. I think Srinivas mentioned that please discuss illustration number 3. So I'll discuss illustration number 3, illustration number 12 of study material. Plus we will discuss 2-3 more concepts and we'll finish the chapter. So before, again, solve question number 6 and do post your answers. Don't search for the solution. You'll not find it anywhere. So thank you so much, guys, for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. Do take care of yourself. Do revise what I have discussed. 1 second. So that's what it is, Pallavi. It requires practice. So the practice is the key. So take care, guys. Thank you so much for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. Happy New Year in advance. Do take care of yourself. God bless you guys. See you guys on 2nd of January with the last part of this chapter. Take care. Thank you so much. Edwin, sir? Yes. Happy New Year, sir.